Hello and welcome to the Sunday Guardian Soliloquy by Joyeeta Basu. Viewers, ever since I made the last video yesterday, this whole Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar story about his resignation has blown up in a very big way. Now, because there is a lack of information coming from the authoritative sources or other from the government or even from Mr. Dhankhar, what has happened is that all media houses, almost every journalist, political journalist, they are after this story and trying to find out what exactly went wrong between the government and the vice president for him to resign like that abruptly on Monday. You see, first of all, from what I am hearing is that the government was not prepared for Jagdeep Dhankhar's resignation. Now, but at the same time, given the similar nature of the reports coming out on different platforms, it seems that, and in fact from whatever we are also hearing, it seems that something has been off between the government and the vice president for at least the last few months. Although my information from my sources is that things came to a head in the last 1 month, but that was related to certain personal issues, perhaps with, so which is difficult to reveal what exactly happened in that case. But it is known that, you see, Mr. Dhankhar has been going out and talking against the government publicly, and which intensified in the last 1 month in a big way. And he has been taking he took on the government, he criticized the government on its handling of the farmers issue, okay, which surprised the ministers and the government as a whole. They were very surprised that he was doing it. And then he has been talking about how India has been, he has been talking the opposition's language, how democracy has gone missing in India and stuff like that. Now, this is something you do not expect a vice president who you have selected to come out and talk against you like that. So, but that is what it seems he has been doing. And from whatever I am hearing also from my sources is that he has been saying things about the government to a lot of people, and obviously people were getting to hear about what he has been saying and they were surprised. But things came to a head, as I said, in the last 1 month. And the final flare-up happened on Monday when he wanted to allowed the opposition to bring in the, impeachment motion against Justice Yashwant Verma. I think the whole idea at that point was basically he wanted to, get the full limelight. He was basically trying to outmaneuver the government, it seems. Now, the government wanted to, and as any other government, it wanted the discussion to be initiated by them, and they wanted to make it into an issue about, how to reform the judiciary and, stuff like that they wanted. Now, the whole thing was hijacked by Jagdeep Dhankhar. And now there is also accusation towards him in terms of that he has been meeting opposition MPs and opposition leaders like Arvind Kejriwal. He has met Kharge, and he has been talking to them, and it seems that he has been towing their line. Now, why exactly we do not know, because you see, and suddenly if you have noticed, the opposition, particularly Congress and all, they have suddenly become very pro Jagdeep Dhankhar, and they are saying, oh my goodness, that you have removed him, a Jat leader has been removed from his post. So the thing is, you see, so what exactly is the game that is being played here, we do not yet know. But what is certain for that matter is that whatever his meetings and the very fact that he was singing the opposition's tune did not leave the government very pleased. Apart from that, there are accusations in terms of that he was, the way he was handling it and the way he allowed the Operation Sindoor issue to be brought up and brought forward by the opposition, it would have led to certain very uncomfortable questions to this one in particular, the armed forces in particular, which they do not all want to reveal the details. But so basically he was totally, it seems, working with the opposition. That is the reason things came to such a head on Monday over the way he allowed the opposition to present these bills. And it seems there were calls made to him by senior ministers in which he was given up. He was told certain home truths. Okay, and it seems he was angry. He went to the president's house at night and he tendered his resignation. From whatever my sources are saying, the government did not expect him to resign. They had not even told him to resign. So all that speculation that was happening even yesterday turned out to be not today. Now what happens now is that it seems there are also reports of Dhankhar saying things like, he has been asking for special privileges. Now you see, we do not have any means of verifying it, but this is what happens when you do not have proper information. This is what happens when everybody starts talking about all sorts of things, about he has been asking for special planes, and then he has been trying to tell people and the leaders, as I already mentioned, that he is bigger than the PM. So you see, in a government like this, the government cannot afford to look weak. So this had to happen. Sooner or later it had to happen. Sooner or later things had to come to such a pass. But nobody expected, I guess not even the government. As I said, my sources say that even the government did not expect him to resign. Now it will all depend on whether Mr. Dhankhar is going to turn around and spill the beans about what exactly happened, whether somebody from government will come and talk about it. But yes, it seems matters became quite serious to the extent that nobody held a farewell meeting for him, and now he has even been asked to vacate his bungalow, although he will be given as Rajya Sabha chairman, ex-vice president, he will be getting a bungalow in the Lutyens, Delhi, but he is going to vacate his vice president's bungalow. So let's see what happens next. We would all like to know what exactly the story is about, but I have my doubts if everything will become public knowledge. Thank you for watching.